who provide services to about 9 schools in Worcester. And then on the other side, we have the Blackstone Valley Education Foundation, and they provide similar services to about 11 schools districts within the Blackstone Valley.
Yeah.
And we'll do some. Oh, probably if you're talking about youth, probably one of the cooler things. It's in conjunction with connecting activities, but it's also a separate entity. Is our Amp It Up program, and that is geared towards young adults and careers in science, technology, engineering, and math, in addition to manufacturing.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but don't we have a program called Bounce?
We do. We're hitting all the youth stuff.
See how we're feeding off of each
That's
other?
what I'm saying, man.
You know, it's like a dramatic pause before the other one just says, "Okay,
Boom.
now I
Straight.
will feed you the ball, and you just hit it out of the park."
There you go.
So Bounce.
Bounce, yep. Bounce is a life skills program. We've actually established a woman by the name of Maria Smith. She's from Australia.
Hey, mate.
And she kind of established this program to help individuals who are underemployed and unemployed in Australia kind of get back on their feet.
Hey, mate.
These were individuals. Hey, let me finish.
That's my Crocodile Dundee guy.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah.
All right.
You didn't catch it?
I caught something. I didn't realize that's what it was. You might have to work on that.
Wow. Tough audience. Okay.
But anyway.
Okay, Cat Juggler, take it away.
Okay, Kangaroo Joe. The program is actually geared towards individuals who need to improve their life skills. When it was piloted and established in Australia, they were working with people who were collecting unemployment. And unlike here, you can collect unemployment for years in Australia. And what they found with individuals and people going through this program was that people were actually setting goals, establishing goals, establishing communication, and really getting off unemployment. And so a former colleague and employee of ours, Amy Mosier, actually visited Australia, met Maria Smith, and she came back here with the Bounce program to the United States. We piloted it here in one of our youth programs.
Yes, we did.
And it was just an unbelievable success. And, so
all of a sudden, magically delicious, there is now Bounce USA.
There is Bounce USA. We were the first organizations, first customers to establish and use Bounce here in the United States.
Spoken like a true proud father.
We
were the first.
We were the first
in the country.
And we know it
ladies
works.
and gentlemen,
We know it works.
we have the Plymouth Rock of Bounce,
Bounce.
right here in Worcester.
This is where it landed.
Workforce Investment Board, and that's the kind of pioneering work that we're doing.
Yes.
And see, we are a jewel, a diamond in the rough, if you will, because it's a hidden treasure that people don't understand. What's available, what the work is being done at Workforce Central, at the Workforce Investment Board, on behalf of not only youth, but those who are unemployed or underemployed, looking to better their lives. And these are the kind of programs that we're bringing in, that it's been successful in an entire country.
Yep.
And here we are bringing it here on a pioneer level and, really just starting it. And now it's building momentum.
Yeah.
On a national basis. I know that Maria was in Washington speaking just a few months ago to some legislators down there about a national program and things of that nature. So, kudos to your team for bringing that, and again, Amy, who's moved on to bigger and better things again, as well. Just bringing that to us.
We've taken it a step further, even more so. So now
we have.
So not just taking part in Bounce. We actually have Bounce trainers. We have certified Bounce trainers.
So they hop
at the Career Center.
They hop all over? What are you doing?
Well, they don't physically bounce. Well, they bounce in the sense of they provide a much-needed service of encouragement and support.
Trying to bounce people to employment.
But I don't think they actually bounce from one.
Look who's getting catchy.
I just want to.
They bounce to employment. They
Bounce to
just
employment,
hop right into that job. There you go.
Boom, one hop.
But actually, you know what they are? And is it Roy? Roy Lucas and Cheryl Kelly.
Cheryl Kelly, yep.
Two fantastic facilitators who are passionate about their job, who have embraced this role, if you will, as our lead trainers and have worked with, because this is a 2-week program.
Yeah.
So folks are coming in and they come into an information session and they're getting information about the program and the expectation, and again, the goals and objectives of this, which is really self-evaluation and building confidence in an individual and working as a cohort for 2 weeks. So it's asking a lot of a commitment.
It's a full immersion. It really is. And I've been very fortunate to have conversations with Roy and Cheryl, and it's a full immersion. People are involved. They gel together as a group. There's a lot of group activities. But you're right, it is a commitment.
It is, and you know what? But as much as it sounds like it's 2 weeks, every day, this, that, and the other thing, upon a completion, if you will, graduation of the program, the feedback from the folks, it's emotional, it's uplifting, it's motivation.
You're talking about breaking down barriers,
Yep.
Stepping out of comfort zones, some of the things that they do in there.
Yeah.
It really, I mean, you say what you want and you take it however you want, but I truly honestly believe it's life changing
Yeah,
for a lot of
absolutely,
people.
absolutely. It's a well-rounded program. It takes a lot of those aspects into play, and we're able to offer it to, again, being
Yep.
that it's a youth-themed program today, to our youth, so that they have a positive, outlook on what is, taking on opportunities of life, what is available out there. Put forth the effort, and you will be rewarded for that. And there are organizations and programs like Bounce that we offer that help them get there. As well as, again, as we talked about, those dislocated workers or
Underemployed.
Underemployed, thank you.
I actually think we have a bounce session. I believe it's coming up in August 22nd.
Yeah, and just off the top of my head, I know that we have a Bounce information session
Yep.
in Milford. I believe it's August 8th or August 9th, where, again, we'll let the folks, customers are free to register.
Yep.
They can call our office, register, come in, get all the information about the program, and if it's a good fit for them, they can, register to be part of that 2-week program. So,
Yeah.
Again, just another tidbit of information in terms of what resources are available at the Career Center and the great work that's being done behind the scenes at the Workforce Investment Board. Kwesi,
Yes.
are we taking a break, or are we just going to continue right on?
Now we're ready for a break.
We are.
We'll see you guys in a few moments.
Yes, we will.
The challenger, Jennithan Cortes. Number one, nice guy. Super physically fit. Runs, does like these mud runs, like knows how much you can bench, knows how many push-ups you can do.
Good evening. My name is Jennithan Cortes. I'm getting a little older now, and it's getting a little tougher. And I actually started to participate in these mud runs. I run about a 9-minute mile. I'm not particularly a fan of running, just to run around. I play sports. I've always been involved in sport. But one of the things I just started up was yoga. I'm a competitive person by nature. I always have to have that goal. I'm trying to do the work and take the steps and the training. I'm out there every day and I'm doing my work.
Judge Cortes told me he was a different man after this experience.
This was Cortez's first secret weapon, a bull mastiff. Cortez's other secret weapon was the horse.
Cortez's attorneys say the evidence overwhelmingly showed his innocence.
Cortes is really kind of an anomaly.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 185 pounds, 84 kilos, fighting out of Milford, Massachusetts, USA,
Jennithan Cortes.
You know what? That intro just, it brings a tear to my eye.
It does. It
just
kinda gets emotional.
It moves me. The work that went behind the scenes to that. I mean, I know we're on the radio right now, but when you see it on TV, there's actually a whole video that goes.
Oh
with
yeah,
it.
we got audio and video.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's just
very good production crew at the WIB.
it is. The creative genius behind the scenes is just amazing. The work that you guys do.
Are we giving props to Jeff? Is that what we did?
We have
just
to.
now?
We have to.
Okay,
In his
fair
honor.
enough, yeah.
I mean, you know what? We only have a couple minutes left, and you know what? Why not give him one plug?
There you go.
One plug. There it is.
Props to you, Jeff,
Props to you, Jeff.
on the
There was-
Cortez Corner opening.
And next month we'll
a good
actually
mix.
do the Downtown with Ethan Brown opening because I like that one.
I know. I'm excited about it.
I was singing it during the commercial break. Folks didn't hear it, but for those of you who missed it, it was like Downtown Ethan Brown.
And that's why you didn't hear it.
Okay, that's 2 strikes, Ethan. So what?
You can always go
There it is.
downtown.
All right, shut that off. All right, so what we're going to do in today's Cortez Corner is we're actually going to tie in the mailbag for this week because, once again, Ethan, what is today's theme?
Today's theme is all about youth.
All about youth. So actually, believe it or not, Carlos from the Great Brook Valley had emailed us. Carlos is a 19-year-old, and he was asking where he can get help writing a resume. Where can he get help as a 19-year-old writing a resume? To which I actually replied to him.
What'd you say?
So I said to him, come on down to the Career Center. Register for a Career Center seminar, which is about an hour-long orientation.
Gives you everything you need to know about the Career Center.
Everything that's available to you, all the resources that are available, programs, things of that nature. Again, kind of like Lila expressed earlier with the Community Action Council, if you weren't here, even if they don't have something immediately available for you today, if you have questions, they know what resources, where to direct you, where to guide you to where you go. So it's kind of a wealth of information. It's a central point, and then there's a lot of avenues that they can send you off to. At the Career Center, we do the very same thing. So do the orientation. You'll meet with a career counselor on a one-to-one. We do lots of workshops. So not only can you meet with a career counselor on a one-to-one, but you could also attend a resume writing workshop where we actually go over the do's and don'ts and best templates and, based on your education, job experience, and things of that nature, how to best formulate, create a resume, how to put it together, and it's a working relationship. We do ask the person to kind of get involved with writing of it.
One thing I would probably add in there was what people don't realize is career counselors, those individuals helping and facilitating those resume writing workshops, those are certified professional resume writers.
Yes, they are.
So they actually went through the process, did the testing, became certified. So I think a lot of times people think because it's free, somehow it's lacking. And that's not the case at all.
Once again, because we're clicking like that, the free thing. So we've had customers, and I'm going to get back to Carlos because it's important, but we've had customers come in with resumes that we look at and we say, okay, you may want to change this, you may want to change that. And by the time we're done with it, we're revamping the resume.
Yep.
Mind you, this is a free service. Whereas they came with that resume, came from a service that they already paid anywhere from $25 to $300 for that resume. So,
those individuals who did the resume for $300 whatever dollars took the same training as our career counselors. There's no difference.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Just because it's free doesn't mean it's bad. As a matter of fact, it's one of the top ranked programs that we have because we go through the extent of having our staff trained.
Yeah.
So for Carlos and all youth, because especially youth who are trying to put together a resume where they don't have a lot of college experience or high school experience, they're looking for summer jobs, job experience. So you're talking about, okay, what can I include on a resume? Volunteer activities, hobbies, sports teams that they played on, church activities that they participate in, anywhere they volunteered their times and service. These are the things that speak to who they are as a person, character, responsibility, things of that nature. So there's a lot of ways and a lot of information that you can put on a resume that, putting a resume together is a daunting task for anyone. I dare say even myself. If I tried to put a resume down and, speak to my experiences and the job duties and responsibilities, it's an overwhelming, daunting task because you don't know, what you interpret and what you want to present.
It's oftentimes, I know what I did, but I'm having a challenge explaining what I did.
Yep, exactly.
And that's where that runner is becoming.
Exactly. So an important thing, and Carlos, I want to thank you for this very great question.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy. And Workforce Central is there for you. Come on down to 340 Main Street, 4th floor. We'll be more than happy to help you with that. Again, it's free, and we will make sure that when you leave, at some point in time, during a couple of sessions, that you'll have a working resume that you can send out and apply for positions. So I know that we're running tight on time here, so I did want to mention that we did want to touch base quickly on the Uncommon Job Fair.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's a little early because it's actually going to be held on September 9th. Is that correct, Queasy?
That is correct.
September 9th from
We
11.
can put out the word, though. Get people thinking
and
about
that's
it.
what we want to talk about. Real quickly, the Uncommon Job Fair, Uncommon Job Fair, easy for me to say. I think it's like our third or fourth one.
I believe our third, fourth.
Is held on the Common behind City Hall.
Yeah.
Where we have somewhere in the vicinity of about 60 employers. In the last couple of years, we've served about 900 job seekers who come down to meet with these 60 employers. I know that we've done a lot of, we offer some water and things of that nature because usually it's hot. hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
You know who cooks them up? You know who chefs it up on?
Who's chefing it up?
Who's chefing it up? None other than JT.
Nice.
I gotta give him another plug.
You do have to give him another plug.
You know.
Go ahead, just do it. Get it out of the way.
Jeff Turgeon will be manning the grills and serving
Grilling
up hot
dogs.
dogs, grilling the dogs for you folks who are coming down to meet with employers, potential employers, talk to HR representatives on a one-to-one. Again, that's Friday, September 9th from 11 to 2:30. Of course, it's still early, but put that on, save the date.
Put it on your calendar.
Same thing as save the date.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Put it on your calendar. Put it on your phone.
So many
put it
people
on
feel
your
like
piece of paper. Put it on the
Save the
fridge.
date. It might- someone get
Circle it on
married?
the calendar.
You know what I mean?
You know, maybe they're going to marry a job. They're going to bounce into a position.
Remember to bring copies of your resume and get them updated.
Yes.
At the career
And
center
listen,
before you
hey,
come.
listen.
You know, Quincy doesn't talk a lot, but when he does, he just
This is good stuff.
boom. He just
Listen,
bring your resume.
What a lot of people do,
Quincy has
go to the
spoken.
career center,
Bring your resume.
have someone look at your resume, make sure it's on point. You can get some free resume paper at the career center to print your resume on, and then bring that resume and your appetite to the Uncommon Job Fair.
Love the word free. All these professional services for
Free
free
of charge.
at the career center.
And
So,
Hey, and to stay up to date and in sync with all the services that we offer, you can follow us on social media. You can follow us at facebook.com/workforce central MA. You can also follow us on Twitter /WKFC Central MA, or you can also follow us on Twitter @CMWib. And you can get updates to activities, opportunities, and job postings. And we will see you next time here on the Work and Lunch. And you guys, you want to say anything else?
no, I think you pretty much summed it up for us
Yeah.
right there. You jump right. I told you, he jumps right in. He
does.
drops the mic. Drops
Boom.
the mic.
Well, I just want to say
Ethan.
thank you for having me. Thank you for
No,
having me
you know
inside.
what?
It's
We
been
got to
great.
do this again.
We
Quincy,
definitely gotta
thank you
do it
very much
again.
for all your work. Lila for stopping in today. Ethan Brown for doing a great job as the co-host. Sean, thank you from Charter Channel 3. See you next month, folks.
I ain't working here no more. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more.